This is the Dungeon Master's Handbook.
Hi everyone, it's Michael, also known as Chicago Wiz, and it is a dawn of Sunday morning and interesting time for me right now. I'm calling from the car because I'm driving back to the former house I lived in. I'm right smack dab in the middle of the move that I mentioned about in the last episode, and just had a couple of quick thoughts I wanted to put out there, especially with October starting and OSR October is going to kick off. I'm not sure when this episode is going to drop. Probably going to throw it together with the old Spotify app and download it and upload it to Substack. Anyway, I hope you are having a good end of September. The move is going well so far, and probably by the time you are listening to this, I will be 3 hours west of Chicago, and looking forward to, after 30 years of living in Chicago, doing a big move and getting used to a whole new way of life. So definitely some interesting times coming up for me. I don't have a specific topic. I did want to talk real quick about OSR October. I had asked about some ideas for topics, and I think the other podcasters are maybe scratching their heads and trying to come up with that themselves, so they're keeping their good ideas to themselves. I completely get that. I understand. One of the things I want to do in October actually is courtesy of one of the podcasters, Benyon, Rob from We Bushi. He and I were talking, and actually he was talking and then I commented back, but he brought up a really interesting point about the use of modules and his expectations from them and how things were going. And I thought that I might try in October to grab a OSR module that I've absolutely never run before and do my thing to it that I do, deconstruct it, figure out how I would run it. That might be something interesting, because I'm not going to claim to, I'm certainly not the, expert at OSR modules. I only claim to run things my way, and my way works for players that enjoy playing in my games. So we'll see. I'll do what I do to modules and take you along for that. And maybe we can learn something together, and I can share some things with you, and it'll be a good time. The one thing I am not going to do that was suggested is talk about my definition of OSR, because, oh my God, I'm sorry, but this is where I'm probably going to sound like an old curmudgeon, but I've been blogging since 2008 about the OSR, with some breaks, granted. I'm pretty much done with that subject. I came into the blogosphere full of, as my dad would have called it, piss and vinegar, and razzled a little bit. That I just didn't like the drama, and over the years, I've definitely, as my wife would put it, mellowed the hell out. You're going to play your game, I'm going to play my game, and I'm pretty sure that what I podcast about and what I blog about and the things that I talk about give a good indication of, what I feel like old school gaming is, and how I prefer to play it. It's cliche time. It's a journey, not a destination, and I think everybody is going to view it differently. Consistent themes seem to be when you first played games, when you first became aware of RPGing, who brought you in, how you were brought in. That has a lot to do with how you see the OSR today. At least it's been my observation. And that's probably true for almost anything. So, no definition, but just, if there is an old game that's been, fascinating you and you get a chance, don't pick it up, give it a shot. Try it at a convention. Listen to a podcast about it, watch a YouTube video about it. It doesn't hurt anything. And, I surprise myself when I will pick a game here and there and learn a neat idea that I can bring over into my stuff. Because one thing a good role player does, whether they're leading the game or playing in the game, is steal stuff and use it elsewhere. All right, well, there's the sun peeking over the horizon now, so I'm gonna put on the sunglasses and keep on driving and get about my day. Have a great October, and we will see you down the road. All right, game on.